Nobody saw this coming. Meri Brown just went scorched earth on TikTok, blasting Kody and Robyn in a brutal takedown. Fans are calling her most savage moment ever. With just a few words and one icy stare, she managed to slam Kody, obliterate Robyn's victim act, and even toss some serious shade toward Christine. And it's got fans asking, has Meri finally snapped? Or is this the beginning of her revenge era? Because one thing's clear, Meri isn't silent anymore. She has receipts, she has rage, and she's done playing the role of the forgotten wife. Stay with me, because we're breaking down every second of the viral clip and the hidden messages Meri may have intentionally left for Kody, Robyn, and Christine.
If he was talking to me and about me, he should have said, hey, Meri, this is not going to work for us. I think you should leave.
Welcome back to my update gossip channel. The viral TikTok that started it all. Meri appears in the TikTok with stone-cold facial expression. Let's pause right there. Every word in that caption is loaded. Lie for years? That's aimed at Kody, who admitted last season he was never in love with Meri. Play victim? A direct jab at Robyn, who fans say weaponizes tears like it's a full-time job. And to write history.
I feel immense pressure all the time for satisfying emotional needs of a wife that I have sometimes no interest in satisfying.
Dude, you've got...
That's Meri slamming the TLC narrative, where Robyn is portrayed as the peacemaker and Meri as bitter. But the biggest mic drop? She ends it with, I've got screenshots and peace. That's not a threat. That's a promise. Let's zoom out for a second, because Meri's post wasn't just emotional, it was the final chapter in a timeline that fans have been watching for over a decade. 2009. Meri legally marries Kody. She's the original, the first, the one who helped build this family. 2010. Robyn enters, and almost instantly, dynamics shift. Kody becomes obsessed with Robyn's feelings, often dismissing Meri's pain. 2014. Meri agrees to divorce Kody so Robyn can legally marry him for family unity. But fans now say, was it unity or betrayal? With 2015, the infamous catfish scandal, Kody emotionally distances himself. Robyn, instead of offering support, seems to gain more ground. 2016-2021. Meri's storyline becomes one of silence, isolation, and rejection. Her love is unreciprocated, her pain ignored. 2022-2024. Christine and Janelle leave. But Meri, she stays, loyal, silent, hurt.
So he's not only talking about
this isn't just drama, it's a psychological case study in emotional exile. And Meri? She's finally done watching silently from the sidelines.
Oh my gosh.
Fans decode her hidden message.
Have some accountability.
Fan reactions. One Redditor wrote, Meri just ended Robyn's pity party with one post. A TikTok comment read, she kept the receipts, ma'am, dropped them. Another fan said, she's been quiet for so long, but this is her rage rising with class. Meri didn't need to name names. She used what I call emotional precision warfare, where you say just enough to get your point across without ever mentioning who you're calling out. And fans? They instantly connected the dots. Because for over a decade, we've watched Meri suffer in silence, while Robyn monopolized Kody. played spiritual victim, and got crowned the legal wife. Viewers have turned on Kody and Robyn, but with Meri, something changed. This TikTok made her relatable in a new way. It wasn't loud. It was calculated. It wasn't messy. It was measured. It wasn't revenge. It was release. This is what I call quiet rage. When someone finally breaks, but does it with such calm that it shakes you more than screaming ever could. Meri has become the symbol of emotional survival. She's not just a reality star anymore. She's a woman reclaiming her story on her own terms. 2010. Robyn joins the family, becomes legally married to Kody. 2014. Meri divorces Kody, so Robyn can legally marry him.
Just because I
2015, 2022, Meri is emotionally exiled by Kody. 2023, 2024, Christine and Janelle leave. Meri's left completely alone. Now tell me, after all that, do you blame Meri for finally snapping? She's waiting for her NDA to expire. Then she's gonna drop a book. That TikTok was her test run. The views are insane. She knows she's got the audience. This isn't about shade anymore. This is about freedom. Think about it. Why mention screenshots? Why post that now? Because Meri's telling TLC and the world, I have my version of the truth, and people are finally ready to hear it. Meri's shocking comment about Christine. The comment that lit a fire. In the TikTok comments, Meri replied to a fan with, "Too bad Christine didn't stand up back then. I could have used a sister when I was being left alone." Instant fan. Split. Some defended Meri. She's hurt. She needed support, and no one had her back. Others defended Christine. Christine had to escape to survive. That wasn't betrayal, it was survival. This is where things get complicated. We've always seen Christine as the heroine, the one who found her voice and walked away. But from Meri's perspective, Christine escaped and left her to drown. Think about it. Meri stood by the family, even after the catfish scandal, even after Kody said he no longer loved her. Christine found a new life. Janelle found strength. And Meri? She was left behind. This comment? It wasn't just a jab. It was a confession. A confession she's still grieving what could have been, had someone stood beside her. Psychology behind Meri's breaking point. Meri's behavior fits the classic emotional pattern known as delayed voice syndrome. Victims in controlling or emotionally manipulative situations often don't speak until they feel safe. And now that Meri's independent, with her own business, a loyal fan base, and distance from the Brown family, she's finally unleashing the truth. For years, Meri talked about faith, sacrifice, and loyalty. But now her tone is different. The phrase peace and receipts? That's not just sass. That's spiritual closure. She's reclaiming the voice she gave up in the name of religion. This isn't just drama. This is therapy. This is catharsis. This is Meri saying, "You don't own my story anymore." Let's be honest. All Meri wanted was to be chosen. Chosen by Kody. Defended by Robyn. Supported by Christine. Instead, she was the one left clinging to a family that had already moved on. Too bad Christine didn't stand up back then. That wasn't an attack. That was a cry from the past, a reminder that Meri's silence wasn't peace. It was abandonment. What happens next? So what now? Will Meri release the receipts? Will she drop a tell-all? Will TLC confront this in season 20? Or are we witnessing the early stages of Meri's rebranding, from sidelined sister wife to powerful independent voice? She's building up for a bombshell drop. I think she's going to release text messages from the family chat. This is her audition for a solo spin-off. No matter what comes next, one thing is undeniable. Meri Brown is no longer the quiet, forgotten wife sitting in the corner. She's angry. She's empowered. And she's finally speaking the truth she held in for way too long. Kody? Robyn? Christine? This was the warning shot. And something tells me she's just getting started. At the end of the day, this isn't just sister wives gossip. It's a story about what happens when women find their voice after years of silence. Have you ever stayed too long in a situation where you were no longer valued? Have you ever been the one left behind while others moved on? Then maybe, just maybe, you understand Meri more than you thought. What do you think? Did Meri finally do what needed to be done? Was her comment about Christine fair, or a low blow? And what do you think she meant by receipts? Let's talk below, because this family drama just hit a new level.